Hello everyone, my name is Kira and welcome to Kira's Book Den. Today we're going to go through my May TBR hopefuls. As always, I just have a few mostly suggestions. I may or may not get to them all. I may or may not deviate from what I've said that I'm going to read. So the first one, I've already started. It's meant to be April, but I don't think I'm going to get it done by, next Friday. I'm going to give it a crack this weekend though and get a bunch of it done. Olivia Dade at First Spite. So far, I started last night. I'm 42 pages in. It's basically fiance dumps her and on the proviso from his brother, and she ends up moving into the house, little like row house that's sandwiched between the buildings of the two brothers, because she spent all her savings to buy this house for her fiance as a wedding gift, and he dumps her. So then now she's living between him and the brother who said to dump her in the first place, and it's mainly the story between the brother and her. Her name's Athena and the brother's name is Matthew, and they start to develop an attraction for each other. So far the setup has been quite good. So far there's been a little bit of spoiler. There's been a bit of a thunderstorm and stuff, like where he reluctantly helps her and she's like, I hate you though. So it's really good. I think I'm going to really enjoy this book. So far so good. The second one that I've already started is an audiobook that I'm listening to on Libro. Libro FM, that is. The Troublemaker Next Door by Marie Hart. It's a friends with benefits romance between neighbours named Flynn and Maddie. So these three women are renting out. So these two brothers that are come into it so far. I don't know if there's more brothers, but basically their parents' house is next door, and it's like a investment property, so they rented. These women are renting it from their parents. So yeah. Then I just read like the prologue. Bad Cruise by L.J. Shen. It seems from the blurb, it seems like a sort of a rom-com sort of thing. It's about Tennessee and then her arch enemy, Dr. Cruz Costello. Their siblings get engaged and book everyone on a pre-wedding cruise. And then Tennessee and Cruz board the wrong cruise ship, and they have to it's basically forced proximity for 10 days between them, stuck on this cruise ship together. So that sounds like a fun one as well. Then I'm hoping to get to one of my autumn reads that I mentioned in the autumn read suggestions, because like I said before, it's autumn here in Australia. In the last couple of days it's gotten real cold and wet and rainy, so I'm really keen. I don't usually read to the seasons. Case in point, Bad Cruise is like a summary thing, but I'm doing that for a challenge. So I wanted to read something like cozy, something autumny, and that one of them that I want to read, I'm going to try to do this month, The Honeycrisp Orchard Inn by Valerie Bowman. She basically comes back to her family inn that's on an orchard. The orchard is owned by someone else, and it's owned by a young guy that he finds. he's like kind of annoyed that she's there because he's already living in the inn, and then she sort of comes in too. It's just like a bit of a, I don't know if it's full on enemies to lovers. It'd be more of a cozy thing, I think. So it's not like really probably mean enemies to lovers. It's just like forced proximity, kind of annoyed by each other sort of deal. Then also want to try to read this one called The Chosen Ones by Sarah Harleton. It's a women's fiction. Exclusive Laurel School in rural North Lancashire prepares its chosen ones for everything life can offer. It's basically about 5 women from different backgrounds, and they go to this this like prep school sort of thing. What do they call them? I don't know if it's I'm not sure if it's an etiquette school or something. It's just like they all go there to try and embrace their futures, uncertain futures and stuff. Yeah, so for example, Maisie settling to busy contentment as a local farmer's wife, Lady Amelia serenely filling her appointed role as a chatelaine of Galveston Hall, Barbara thrusting with her ambitious husband into the world of golf clubs and committees. How has Lawville's affected them? I don't know. I don't really understand what's going on. It's just following these women and figuring out what. Then it's got like two other women in it too, Lois and Nancy. So we'll see what it's about. I love women's fiction. I haven't read like just straight up women's fiction for quite a while. I've read like historical things like that, but like this one sounds interesting. It's quite an old book. I like reading all sorts of older books and stuff as well as new books. It was published originally in 1991. So yeah, that sounds interesting. Then a couple of other audios. Well, one of the other audios I want to definitely listen to is Ryan Recollection. It's like the last one in the New York Ruthless by Sadie Kincaid. Apparently it's just like a bunch of novellas sort of like put together in an omnibus sort of thing, but this is like the audio version and it's on Spotify. And then that's like one of my series that I've started is like done, and I've finished quite a few series lately, and I'm really happy with myself because as a mood reader and stuff, I've started so many, even since trying to cut back on series and like finish series, I've started other new series and that, but I'm really proud of myself, and I feel really accomplished when I can like go into my notes section on my phone here and like, yeah, tick it off basically. I've got a list in a notebook up there that I tick off as well. So feel accomplished for that. So yeah, I want to read that, listen to that, and then that'll be that series completed. And then the final one for May, whether I get to it or not, whether it ends up being end of May, rarely into June, is Faking with Benefits by Lily Gold. It's a reverse harem romance. Friends to Lovers reverse harem romance. All it says on the blurb is, I asked my 3 best friends to teach me how to date. That's it. And that's the kind of blurb I love, because I don't actually enjoy reading blurbs. Like, I'll skim a blurb, like I said before. I like going into books blind. I'll see a book that I'll literally just look at a cover and go, oh, that looks like my kind of book, and like quick skim of the blurb, and I'm like, yeah, definitely reverse harem. I mean, I write it as well, so and I've read one of her books before, Three Swedish Mountain Men. Her writing is very similar to mine, so I really enjoyed it. Yeah, so that's that one. I don't know the characters in there. Hang on, let me see. The woman is called Layla. And then we got, let's see, Josh. Who else have we got? Oh, here we go. Zach and Luke. So, yeah, we'll see what it's about. Literally, that's the total of this video. Nice short one for today. I hope you will mention what you want to read in May down in the comments. Like and subscribe as well. If you can't think of something to comment, I've seen this happening around the internet, so leave me a autumn leaf in the comments section if you can't think of something to say, because it's autumn in Australia, so leave an autumn leaf please to say you've watched to the end. Thanks again, and I'll talk to you again next time. Bye.